Hey guys, it's Tom Turum for LinuxMCE. As part of a set of videos showing game player functionality, I want to show you guys a new feature. In the previous video, I showed you guys multi-room gameplay, and now I'm actually going to show you how you can record your own games as you're playing them, give them titles, and be able to store them as media files that you can play back on your course hard drive or upload to sites such as YouTube. Now, the latter function that I just described, actually you can do by yourself, but the media files are sitting there on your hard drive so that you can do this. And without any further ado, I'll actually go ahead and start showing you some of the functionality here. Now, for the sake of demonstration, like before, I will be using my Arcos 9 touchpad orbiter here. I will be using my bedroom media director and television here. And I will be using my desk media director here also for testing. Now, as before, we can go ahead and go into games, and we can select a game to play. For our demonstration here, I'll go ahead and just select Mortal Kombat. And I'll do that just by selecting its name here. I use the search feature here to do this. Lights dim down, and we see here, as part of our splash, we see the Mortal Kombat coming up. But down here now, you'll see that there's a new bit of functionality here. You'll see that there's a record button here. Pressing it gives indication on the screen, record start, that the game is being recorded. While this is happening, an uncompressed stream is being written to your hard drive. This is very large, so you need to make sure that you have a lot of disk space left. As a general guide, 10 minutes worth of gameplay is roughly about 5 gigabytes worth of space. Now, for the purposes of demonstration here, I won't be playing with the gamepad here while I'm holding the camera, because as we see how well that actually works out in practice. So I'm just going to let it record a bit of the splash here and the attract mode. And as it's doing this, it is writing it to the core's disk, frame by frame, and it is outputting the raw audio as it comes out here. Now, it's worth noting here that this particular arcade game has a backdrop. The backdrop is not recorded as part of the AVI file, so any artwork or backdrops is basically ignored at present. This was done so that the resulting video files would be smaller, because they're already large enough already. Now, with that, we can go ahead now and we can stop simply by either pressing record on our remote or pressing record on the touch panels here or on your cell phone, whatever. Once you've done that, it stops the recording and you are given the opportunity to name your file and place it wherever you want to on the disk, on whichever disk you wish, in addition to selecting a username to store it under, whether you want to save it as private or whether you want to save it as public. Now, with that in mind, we'll go ahead and just name it here. As a guideline, these files will be saved with the AVI extension for right now. This may change in the future. Save to public, and it will give us an opportunity to pick a folder inside the selected hard disk that we want to save to. Now, I changed my mind here, and I want to save to a different disk. So I'll go back, and I will deliberately select the core here. I will save to public, and again we have a list of folders here, and since this is the core's disk, you see the other folders for the other hard drives in here as well. I'm going to go ahead and select choose, and it is giving me a message here saying that the game recording is being processed, and I will let you know when it's done. Which it will do that. And as this is going on right now, in the background, mencoder is processing the game, is processing the video file. And as soon as it's done, it will let you know that it is complete and that you can press OK. And it will take you back to the main orbiter screen, which of course you can get back to the remote here by clicking on the Now Media playing. Now, once this is there, we can of course now see the video as part of our video media. Now, for the sake of speed and simplicity here, I went ahead and selected file name view before I started this demo, and it's being saved here as part of the file view. And since this is being stored on the core's disk, it's actually going to be visible right here. Update Media needs to take and scan and find the file, and it will put it in here. But for right now, I'll go ahead and select a file that I played earlier so we can see. We click play. And, whoops. Zenny seems to have messed up here. I'll go ahead and play the earlier file. This is Mortal Kombat being played as the video file. As you can see, the current video quality is okay. We can take and adjust this as time. But I mean, as you can see, it's a video file that can be manipulated like any other video file inside the system, like any other recording. And yeah, this is why I called it MK2 suckage, because I couldn't remember any of the moves. So you see, the video remote playing our file. And we'll go back now that the other file has shown up here, MK2 Splash, and we'll select it, and we'll play it. And as you can see here, it caught every single frame. Again, pause, fast forward, etc. Now, it is worth noting that this works from any media director inside the house. So I'll go ahead and actually do as a small demonstration. We'll actually go over games, and I'll record a quick game of I'll record a quick deal of Punch-Out just as a demonstration here, or another game like say Track and Field. As we can see, Track and Field starting up over there. And if we actually go, can I zoom in here? Well, if I go ahead and click record, the record splash is up there, the indicator. It records the game. And as you can see, even though that it's recording to the disk here, and it's streaming quite a lot of data, it's still managing to keep up. And this is on an Atom too, so I'm quite impressed. Now, of course, we go down here as before. We stop the recording. It gives us an opportunity to name the recording, position it, and place it where we want to, on which disk. To name it, store it in public, encode, transcode complete, and then we can of course play it back. Now, I'll go ahead. Let's see if it shows up in time here. Track and field. Now, for this, I'll go ahead and switch back to the bedroom here. See, there you go. As you can see, recording from anywhere, bouncing to anywhere. One step closer to complete transparency that's promised in LinuxMCE. One piece of media, one media type at a time.
On your mark.
So, anyway, as you can see, this feature is still pretty early in development and has still got some refining to do. But I guess you can already see at this point how much promise it actually shows. I hope you all have enjoyed this, and look forward. Don't worry, there are more features coming up and more interesting stuff coming down the pipeline. And as always, you can see it on my YouTube channel and on the LinuxMCE forums. So until next time, guys, see you guys later.